Welcome to another episode of
Knerdout!
I am Randy, this is Brian, and lots to talk about.
Haywood Floyd.
That
figure. Holy
they made all of them, and
yeah, that's Frank Poole.
And then obviously Dave.
And
then
red.
I have
the blue.
No, they didn't make the blue, but they did give him. They did give Dave the green helmet.
Yeah.
And then there's the Moon Man.
No, that's what they call him as Moon Man.
It's like the moon.
The pre-Cambrian, the Dawn of Man.
Yeah. I can't remember what the official. It was like Moon something, and then he comes with the monolith.
What?
Yeah,
no,
you didn't even see the
shit,
monolith.
That's sweet.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like
you got to do like him on this side.
Yeah, that's
the
Mafex one.
Yeah, this looks way better.
You think so?
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, this is way better.
Yeah, I mean, it's better, but, like, it's not so much better where it's like, I would be okay just having those. You know what I mean?
I want this one.
Yeah.
I don't know, I mean... Yeah,
I like the translucent...
Me too.
I like to be able to see their heads.
Do these come off the helmet?
Yeah, they do come off.
Separate.
Yeah, they separate.
That is Frank Poole.
Yeah, that's...
He croaks.
Yeah.
Hal cuts his shit and he dies. That's a
But,
shitty way to go.
You know, it's like... They're expensive, but it's like, when are you going to get another chance to get 2001 Space Odyssey action figures? It's like, when something like that comes along, you just kind of have to do it.
They better make 2010. I want a Roy Scheider action figure, 6 inches.
I have to watch that movie again. I remember not
Scheider's
loving
my
it.
man.
Wasn't that, not Judge Reinhold. Who's the guy? He was in that Old Man show, which was good. Come on.
Are you talking about John Lithgow?
John Lithgow.
Yeah, he was in it too, he's young with hair.
Yeah, he was good in that show, Old Man. Did you watch that?
Old Man? No.
With Jeff Bridges?
No.
That's a good one.
There's an Old Man show with Christopher Lloyd I want to see. That's
okay.
It was out a year ago. I don't know what the name of it is, but it looks sweet.
Yeah. Huh. But yeah, here we are. There's a lot. We were really trying to get together last week, but you weren't feeling good.
I wasn't feeling it, man. Yeah, it was
I hear
rough.
you. It happens, and we want to. I mean, specifically Andor, right? I mean, had a lot.
Well, let's talk about Andor.
All right. Let's get right into it. First of all, I'll just say I loved it from the get-go. Like, we're now on episode 4, 5.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone I talked to, other than like a handful of people, were like, "Oh, this is slow and boring." But my thought was, I mean, it was like Blade Runner, Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, like, it got good in episode. I like episode 1 and 2 now.
Okay.
But I go back, it's fine. But, you know, when you don't know where it's going, it's like, oh no.
You needed the frame of reference or something.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, and I'm glad it's getting 12 episodes. Like,
yeah.
Because I thought, like, episode 4 was incredible.
It was awesome.
Like, that
right?
was like, I was like...
I've watched it like 3 times, and like, it's not the kind of episode you would think would be a 3 or 4 time watch, because it's just like people talking and doing stuff.
Yeah.
What's his name? Skarsgård?
Yeah, he was awesome.
Wow. I mean, it's good to see incredible acting in Star Wars.
Yeah,
and I think that's what you're getting.
And it's suspenseful, like Mon Mothma's douchebag husband.
Yeah, he
I mean,
is.
you never knew that, and it's like, whoa,
it's great, yeah.
That would be really uncomfortable to be her, because she has to do everything in the open.
Right.
Like, she's one of the founders of the Rebel Alliance, and she doesn't, like, she's like a senator.
Yeah, I can't wait to intense see. For her. We're gonna see like Sly Moore at the table.
Sly Moore.
Yeah. You know, in episode 1, 2, and 3, like the creepy woman that was with Emperor Palpatine. Yeah. So like, as they said. And then a few other characters I think they've mentioned, like, we're going to be at that table. I assume we're going to see that, right?
Anytime I get to see the Empire in their height and be evil and shitty and arrogant, I love it. Like, I hate to say it, but that's like, to me, that's like what sells it. You know?
Yeah, because you need to know that you need to know the bad guys are bad guys.
Yeah, if you do hate them, they're sniveling and fighting against each other and
just real shitheads.
Yeah, like who is that old dude with the mullet?
Oh, he's so good.
He's a piece of shit. He's so good.
He was in Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
he was at the red wedding or whatever, right? Was that
Was that him?
Maybe that wasn't him, but he was definitely.
There are a lot of British old dudes in Game of Thrones,
and I love that about this.
Me too.
I love stodgy British people.
Me too, especially when they play bad guys.
Yes. They sell themselves so easily. And the guy from The Bear is in this.
The Bear.
It's that cooking chef show. And I've been told he looks like me, and I think he kind of does if I didn't have a beard. So when you get a chance, check him out. It's a really good show. You would really like it.
The Bear?
Yeah, it's really good. Check it out.
It's a cooking show?
I guess
love cooking shows.
It takes place in a restaurant, and it's like in like a short order restaurant. But check it out. Actually, you would really like it. It's really entertaining. But again, I was told that I look like him, and I kind of see it. He's got like the same shaped face. Whatever. Anyways, but he's a good actor. Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, the first thing I want to say is, it's better than Mandalorian, because Mandalorian is like the top of the.
But it is.
It is.
I mean, but Mandalorian
we're not
there
there
it's
yet.
Different though. It's different. It's like I think it's more suspenseful than Mandalorian. Like
it's more action too. I would say.
Mandalorian is good. It'll whoop some ass. You know, like good guys whoop some ass, and it's awesome. Where this is grit.
Yeah, it is. It's
there's gonna be a lot of gray area.
I mean, you could definitely say that this was a story not onto the Star Wars universe, that they just created it to the Star Wars universe, because it's just a good story. But I will say the one thing that Mandalorian so far has that makes it a little bit more Star Wars for me is I do like the aliens, and I do like the Muppets, and I do like the dudes in armor, and there isn't a lot of that in this, and I'm not saying that takes away, but on the other hand, this has stodgy British guys.
Yeah.
Like, so if you could combine the two, the stodgy British guys and then the aliens, then we're in a perfect world here.
Well, yeah, and just think about what this is going to do to Rogue One. Like, I think you're going to watch Rogue One, and when they go down on what planet is it?
You think it's gonna make it more emotional? I mean, it's pretty emotional.
Yeah. I mean, it's emotional anyway, but I think it's gonna make the Scarif battle even.
Yeah. Well, and also, wasn't Scarif also in the Solo movie? That was the mud. No, that wasn't Scarif. That was. They talk about it though.
Yeah, they talked about so much stuff in here that like I know the names, and I'm like, yeah, I know that planet, but I can't recall like what it was. They mentioned like 5 planets that you should know from Rebels and all that, like
one of them again was I guess that battle on the mud planet.
They
Solo,
mentioned
I guess was a big one.
Hosnia Prime, which is the one that blows up.
Is that a Transformer?
No, that Hosnia Prime is the planet they blow up in Episode 7. Then they mentioned.
By the way, there's a lot of spoilers here. By the way.
Oh yeah,
come on,
we spoiled the shit.
If you haven't watched Andor yet, then you know what's up.
Who's the little kid in Rebels? What's his name? He's awesome. I can't.
Ezra?
Yeah. They talk about his home planet.
Well, he's gonna be in Ahsoka show. They casted him.
Really?
Yeah. You should have known that.
I just watch it.
Now he's like an adult, I guess. But also. What was I gonna say?
Ezra Bridger's will be in it.
Yeah.
A main role?
Yeah, I think so. I think the whole Rebels crew is gonna be in it, which
that's
makes
awesome.
Sense.
I mean, I liked Rebels a lot.
Did you see? I liked it. I didn't watch the whole.
I liked it enough.
Yeah,
I should say I liked it enough.
So here's a question though: is after watching just 4 episodes of Andor and Rogue One, like. Are we supposed to like Andor? Because I mean, I haven't really found anything likable about him yet, but I like not caring about him. Like, now let me rephrase that. I don't hate the fact that I don't.
I think that's exactly where you're supposed.
You're supposed to be okay.
I think so.
Because with the Mandalorian, like we right away kind of like knew that he wasn't all good, but like we knew we liked him. We knew we were liking him. You know what I mean?
Yep. I don't think they gave you enough to like him or dislike him yet.
I mean, it's as if like. Everything was pulled away from him at such a young age that like whatever his identity is pretty much just like I guess the hate towards the Empire and
I think he's just an Empire hater.
Yeah.
And I mean
just everything,
which is cool.
Yeah,
I like that. I like it.
I love the grittiness.
Yeah.
You know what? The best part about it is, I mean, I guess the best part. I got to be honest. Like filming it in a real environment. Makes such the difference because one of the most distracting things for me on Obi-Wan particularly, and I didn't have this problem with Mandalorian so much, but with Obi-Wan was that I really felt like they were like they weren't on set. Like
what parts? Like I gotta go back. I mean, I only watched the only thing I watched double were all the Darth Vader stuff.
Okay, so I've watched it like several times.
Okay, and it feels
every environment feels like they're not really there. Like it brings me a little bit more towards the episode 1, 2, and 3.
Gotcha.
But the thing is about episode 1, 2, and 3 is everything was digitalized, so it just all kind of fit in.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about having real things. And again, this is obviously
my biggest beef with Obi-Wan was when he's in the Star Destroyer following the smaller ship, and it looked so goofy to me. I was like, those ships it's like what?
Yeah, no, I hear you. Like I do like Obi-Wan, but like it's like when I watch Andor, I'm like, God, what if these people did Obi-Wan? Like, because the Vader stuff was incredible.
Yeah.
But it's like the things that bothered me stuck with me, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on one second. I just gotta.
Dude, holy shit! This thing looks like a nightmare. Is this a nightmare?
Yeah.
Okay, it looks.
Yeah. So that's the second of the train bots, and I really like the first one, but I like it as like, hey, look at this cool train robot. Yeah. But like transforming it is a nightmare. But I had to have them all because that takes me back to like when Transformers would like not try to emulate something from a bad 80s cartoon. I'm getting bitter about the whole. I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. Well, I'm just so sick of it. It's like every time, like we'll talk about PulseCon, but every time we do these like new versions of these cartoons that we saw on screen, and I get it, we all loved them, but it's like how many Star Screams can I have? Like, I'm just
make a definitive one. Move on.
But like, what's the problem is what's the definitive one? Like, actually, I was reading an article about the sculptor who did the original masterpiece Starscream, and his goal was to make it look like a real jet,
which it did.
It did,
perfect.
And I love that. That was
too.
See, so the thing is it's not so much that I'm criticizing anybody for liking something different than me. No. It's just that I loved that. I love when things look like real things, and then the robots didn't have like goofy expressions. Like I liked that stoic Takara robot head.
It looked like a real robot that could be made out of jet parts.
I don't want it to look. I don't want to look like. I don't want the colors to emulate something that a cartoon had to do because that's what they had to do. They had to make their silvers blues. And again, this is. I'm not saying you're wrong, but you're wrong. You just have the wrong taste. I'm just kidding. I'm just angry all the time.
So did you finish Dahmer? Speaking of angry,
I did.
Okay.
All right.
That's a good thing to
All right. Yeah.
Dahmer.
From Andor to Dahmer, and then we'll go to we'll go to She-Hulk or something.
I just wrapped up episode 8. I got 2 left.
All right. So I won't spoil it for you. First of all, the first 5 episodes were hard to get through in a good way. Though. Like they were really well done. Like it, man, I'll tell you.
Directed them, a lot of them.
It was the guy who did American Horror Story.
And
I don't know.
Jennifer Lynch.
I don't know who that is.
That's David Lynch's daughter.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
really?
She directed a few of them. Yeah.
Huh, that's kind of cool.
But
anyways, yeah. So I watched it was one of those things where I kept watching, and then at the end of the night I had to have like a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Because it was disgusting. But it was well done. Like the guy who played Jeffrey Dahmer, which was Quicksilver. He did a great job. Like every time I would watch him, I'd be like, how could you turn that on and off? Like what a experience to have to like put yourself in this character. And you could tell he did. Mm-hmm. And you could tell that, I don't want to say he was sympathetic because he wasn't sympathetic. He was just trying to. Yeah, he was sick. He was sick.
He
and
didn't.
Man, what a sicko, man.
You know what's the worst part of it were the cops.
Yeah,
that's the worst part of it. Like that, but his neighbor knew the whole time, and it's like, and I wonder how real. And
I think it was real,
but like,
it's the whole hindsight 2020. It's like, the problem is I think the whole point is that the cops just didn't want to deal with any added work or added stress, and they didn't know the guy was killing 14-year-old
they thought it was some old lady.
They thought it was just like not that's just like they were like, oh, I don't want to deal with this domestic abuse because I just want to go about my day. And that's like part of the story is like the disgustingness of how like people in these positions of power really just don't they're lazy. They just don't want to do it. And again, I won't get the politics of it. I will say this though, I finished it, and the first 5 where it was like 5 or 6 when it was like too terrible were much better than the last 4 or 5. And you'll see that, like, I just feel like they kind of ran out of...
Does it cover his death? I mean, I know how he dies.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So. But I felt like the last couple episodes were almost like they were running out of steam. And it doesn't mean... that sounds ridiculous, because it's based on a true story. I almost felt, I gotta word this properly, because I don't want to, like... I don't want to be insensitive or be... Or give off the wrong impression. I think just the absolute just.
The most interesting part is the horrificness.
Yes.
It's shitty. I know it's shitty, but it's true.
Thank you. That helps.
It doesn't. Yeah.
But yeah, and also, I don't know more about the truth of it. I do remember experiencing it through life, right?
Yeah, I remember.
But I felt like the end, they were trying to find a way to show, I guess, a positive light on it, and it's just like that was just horrific. Like, I don't know, man. Sorry, I know we talk about action figures and stuff, but it is an interesting.
It's series, a good show. I mean, I
definitely don't
it's
have
an interesting.
Yeah,
show.
It's an interesting show. I definitely could my kids could not be anywhere, even in the vicinity while I watch it. It was terrible. It was like I needed something goofy to watch afterwards just to get out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then what else? We'll get to the Hasbro PulseCon. I don't know if you even looked at that stuff.
Didn't.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to just tell you what.
You can, but it was Terrifier 2.
No, I didn't.
This week?
No,
I'm going to see it this week.
So you're going to go see it?
I'm going to go see it in the theater.
Where do you go see it?
Heartland. You want to go?
Maybe.
I want to take Kate. You got to come out to Heartland if you want.
That's a hike.
It's a hike. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes.
I didn't see Terrifier 1.
It's on Brightflix. It's
really?
the most brutal slasher movie I know of. Like,
see, after even talking about Dahmer, I don't think I like brutal slasher films.
Don't watch that.
Okay.
But see, that's the whole thing. It doesn't bother me. I can look at a brutal slasher and laugh. The Dahmer, it's
well, I think because that was real.
Yeah, but Art the Clown.
Art
the Clown.
Yeah, it's just like there's like multiple categories of horror. I think my favorite horror is monster movies. Like aliens and and then I like the psychological ones. I think my least favorite is probably I guess I hate to say it, but I know you like them, but the Rob Zombie type stuff. I don't know.
That's not my favorite by any means, though. Slashers are my favorite.
Okay.
Halloween, Friday the 13th, all that stuff. I mean,
I like Halloween, and I like Freddy. But Freddy's like a creature.
I like devil shit, man. I like devil cult shit. I'm sorry. I just watched this movie called Sun.
I do like that stuff. It's good.
Yeah, The Sun. You gotta watch it. It's got Andy Matichak in it. It's like The Omen, but it's got balls.
Oh, really? Okay. I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's great.
I will watch the devil stuff.
It's some devil shit.
I'm trying to think of because we are in October.
Terrible.
I think the stuff I have a hard time watching is just.
Cult shit scares me.
That does scare
Devil
me.
Cult shit scares the fuck out of me.
I like that stuff. I also like what is it, colonial time horror movies? I don't know why. There's not a lot of them, but I like that.
Yeah,
I don't know
witches
what it is.
being burnt and shit.
Yeah, that stuff is crazy.
And anything supernatural back then is even scarier because they don't even have light after hours.
Right. Definitely. Supernatural.
Shit.
I like supernatural. I like monsters and sci-fi and aliens. And I think it's the real people just killing people that I have a hard time with. And and the thing is Halloween's an exception because, I don't know, is Michael Myers supernatural?
We're about to find out next week,
Is that going to be good?
I'm
going to watch that on
depends on who you... I think it'll be good, but
I love the first one. I didn't like the second one.
Yeah, I love the second... The second one made me like the first one more, but what we know from trailers. The trailers are good. Yeah, because if you watch it as just a schmo, it's okay. But if you watch the trailers closely, can I tell you?
Yeah.
You notice that he magically grew his fingers back.
Okay.
And then you find out, no, he didn't grow his fingers back. So what does that mean?
Okay? I'm just completely throwing it out there. Is it I thought that? Is there a possibility that this whole time, what's her Janet? No,
Jamie
Lee Curtis's character is helping him the whole time? I mean, she couldn't be him because
not her. But there's a possibility that he has an accomplice.
Okay.
Well, that's not even a possibility. It's in the trailer. Pretty much.
Okay.
It's
But who would it have to be to make sense to be through the whole movie?
He's a new character.
Okay.
It's a new character, and I mean, that's the big talk, and we know that's going to happen, but nobody really knows how.
Is that considered? Is that what they call a MacGuffin? It's they just kind of throw it in there to explain it. Is that what that is called?
I think, I think so. Yeah,
we'll see.
Well, isn't a MacGuffin like a plot with like a device? Yeah, I think it's a MacGuffin.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the true definition of what it is, but it is. It's like some sort of device thrown in there.
It's the thing that Adam Driver got to the bad planet in episode. Star Wars movie.
That device.
That
was
device,
like
the Wayfinder device.
Right. It's like
that's a MacGuffin.
Here's a Wayfinder.
Yeah.
Man, I watched that movie and I'll be like, wow, this movie really was just a pile of goof. But I'm not saying I can't watch it.
And 7 was so good. Like that's still, we're gonna go back on this every episode because I love episode 7.
I watched Top Gun, Maverick.
Yeah.
So look, all right. First and foremost, I got to be honest. I grew up in the '80s. I never saw Top Gun in the theater, but like I saw it at the sleepovers and all that stuff. And Top Gun was never one of my '80s movies.
All right.
Was it? I mean, it was like all right. I know I have to like this because everybody else likes this. Iceman, yay! Goose, ooh! But like, I didn't love Top Gun. Like, I'll be honest with you. I was more Dirty Dancing.
That's fine too. Nothing wrong with that.
I'd be like, don't put baby in the corner, man.
Yep.
So I watched Top Gun, and in the first half, I was like, this is just cheese to the extreme. But by the end, I was like, all right, if you're gonna do a Top Gun sequel, this is how you do it, right?
I mean, it was cheesy, but it was good. Like
it was. I didn't even know who the enemy was. Who was the enemy in this whole movie? I'm like,
were they Russians?
No, they didn't even say. They were like undescript enemies. It was just like enemy.
That's sort of smart nowadays.
I guess so.
Actually, that's the way to do it. They can't offend
Who was the
anybody.
enemy in the first one, though?
The same enemy.
It was the same, right.
Yeah, dude. The Red Star, maybe China, Russia, somebody. Whoever,
but I mean, it was like the perfect. It was like the reason why I brought it up was because there's like the Force Awakens of the Top Gun movie. It was like recreating Top Gun with elements of Top Gun. But it was good. It was just that like I had friends who I would never expect to have liked this movie that said that they really liked it, and
like
I'm just like Ryan.
Okay.
And I'm like trying to figure that out. I'm like, maybe he had that Top Gun connection as a teenager.
Yeah, but just the simple fact that they made it work. Like
they did.
They made it work. Yeah. You can't argue that they made it work. Right. Tom Cruise is like 60.
God damn, that guy's got some
60.
genes,
yeah,
man. I think I'm gonna join Scientology, man.
Yeah, no shit, it works for him.
And he's like my height. He's like 5'7.5" or whatever. I'm like, damn, that guy. He's lucky son of a bitch.
And he's no bullshit. He does his own stunts. I mean, within reason.
He'll do anything that he can.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Good for him. I mean, like. Okay, there's
he does not fuck around.
Tom Cruise is one of those actors that I want to hate, but I like his movies.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise, Bruce Willis, he's another one. I want to hate him, but I like his movies. Arnold Schwarzenegger, kind of like him, but I want to hate I like his movies.
You want to hate Tom Cruise?
You do.
You try it.
You can.
But he's not a douche.
Well, he's a douche.
Maybe, but maybe
he lives
not.
it. No, he is, but he lives it true.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, he does the shit.
Yes.
He does it.
Yeah.
Like he's not gonna say something and have someone else do it. He's gonna go do it.
Right. People might hate him because they envy him so much. Because he's everything that like
he's intense. The guy's intense.
He does it. Yeah. He
like,
doesn't mess around.
Yeah.
And damn, was he blessed with some whatever, man. I'm jealous. That's all it is. Anyways, but I watched it and it was by the end I was like, all right, I get it. But what I discovered was that I'm not really a Top Gun kid. Like I can name all the 80s movies I liked, and Top Gun was one of those ones where it was like everybody loved it. And I just didn't have a magical connection.
So what's your favorite 80s movie?
Well, Goonies. I mean, Star Wars Goonies. But, like, the thing is Goonies all the way. Like,
mine's Lost Boys.
Lost Boys is
over
a good one.
Goonies. Like, I like Goonies, but Lost Boys is it for me.
Lost Boys is cool, man. See, like, I can be on board with that. Die Hard's another one that I know everyone loves, and I just...
Yeah, but if you didn't see Die Hard with your dad or something like
that's what
that's when your dad takes you to see. Same with like Top Gun. Like I came from a military family,
right? Okay.
So like, we liked some Top Gun.
No, I agree. Like Iron Eagle, you were rocking some. No, I hear you. But like, don't get me wrong, I like some '80s cheese. Like, I mean,
Well, Iron Eagle is the '80s.
I don't know if I've ever fully seen Iron Eagle.
Oh, that's the one you gotta watch.
Is it too late though?
No.
Okay.
No. Jason Gedrick? Are you kidding? Oh man.
Another one I've never seen, and I'm gonna criticize. I've never seen Point Break from beginning to end.
That's a good one.
I know.
That's a great one.
That's one of those ones where like I've seen enough of the movie like through being on TV, but I've never seen that from beginning to end.
I'm a late bloomer to it.
Cocktail I never saw beginning.
Cocktail, you have to drink it while you watch it.
Okay.
Because it gets progressively more ridiculous as it goes.
Yeah.
You have to get drunk
To go with it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, but good. It's
Okay.
good, you know.
Oh, and you know, another one, I have seen this now, but another one from that era that, like, for whatever reason I missed the boat on was War Games. Which is, yeah. That was one of those ones where, like, everyone's like, War Games. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, War Games. And I never seen it.
I saw it new, and I was too young for it.
Okay.
But I remember I didn't like it when I saw it first because I was way too young. I didn't get it.
Right, it
grew on me because I remember it, so I go back and watch it now, and it's like, yeah, I like that.
That was like one of those, like, during like the Cold War fear. Was it Red Dawn?
Red Dawn.
I liked that movie, but
you
that
gotta
was
miss
scary.
the Cold War a little bit.
Just
like,
a little bit.
Cold War America,
right.
You know, it spawned some good movies,
we had a
some good
legit
paranoia,
enemy, right.
and fear, and
like Legend of Billie Jean. It was on a
never
Cold
saw
War.
it.
You never saw Legend?
Nope.
Oh, I love that, man.
Nope.
I wanted to be that. I wanted to be Christian Slater in Legend of Billie Jean so bad, and that's all about a scooter, man. That's good, man. The '80s, like we'll never. I mean, I don't know.
There's a couple '80s movies I've never seen.
Give me
Pretty in Pink.
Oh, that's good. You should see.
I've never seen Pretty in Pink.
Do you like John Hughes movies?
Oh,
okay. Then you should see Pretty in Pink. Okay, give me another. I've seen Pretty in Pink many times in the theater, all of it.
What else is there?
Is it like that era? Like
a lot of
Say Anything? Have you seen Say
No, never saw Say Anything. Never saw St. Elmo's Fire.
I'll be honest with you, I just saw St. Elmo's Fire for the first time in like the last decade.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. Like I think you had to be
it's sad or just not good?
Like I just don't like. I think you had to be a college kid in the '80s.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Dead Poet Society.
Oh, I like Dead Poet Society.
Saw it.
Oh, that's a good one, man.
Yeah,
That's a Saturday afternoon, kind of chilly outside. It's on TV. I feel like getting a little emotional.
I can't get through Rudy. Like I can't do it.
I love Rudy.
I can't do it. Like
Rudy.
I've never seen the whole thing, man.
I
know what
homework.
it's about. I'm like, I'm not gonna watch a movie about a second place guy.
No, you have to watch it. It is true. Like the thing is now that it's recently been discovered that it's like pretty, like fictional.
Oh,
but like man, Rudy Rudiger,
and
Sean Astin.
I like
Sean Astin can't do wrong in my book.
Well, he was in 24 and he played a hard ass in 24.
Really?
He played a dick. He was a good guy, but like he was this guy sent in from the government to take control of CTU when the shit was like.
Okay, I never watched that show.
That's like one of my most favorite shows ever.
Okay.
Like ever. That show was intense. I mean, every
Kiefer
season.
Sutherland. Where's Kiefer Sutherland been?
He's still acting, but you know, I mean, he's not doing anything like that anymore.
Kind of stepping away.
I think so. He was just in something. I can't remember what it was. He was in. Well, that's not recent anymore either.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
Know.
Well, you know, he kind of came left. Yeah, I mean, like speaking of Kiefer Sutherland, like Stand By Me was the first R-rated movie I ever saw in the movie theater.
I never knew that was R.
Yeah.
Well,
I love that movie, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait till the point where I feel like I can show that to my son, but I don't know if he's gonna have the same. Yeah, he should have the same emotions because it's a coming of age movie, and it took place at a different time. So it's like I enjoyed it, and it was way before my time.
One of John Cusack's earliest.
Yeah. But he didn't. He was
in it for like a minute.
Yeah, Denny. Right. John Cusack's another one that like just love like. Better Off Dead was good, but One Crazy Summer was my favorite.
Another one I haven't seen.
Ooh,
Better Off Dead. I love Better Off Dead.
See, One Crazy Summer I like better than Better Off Dead.
I need to see it.
Oh, it's so much fun. Oh man, I would watch that movie.
The 80s had some crazy movies. Like crazy movies.
Yeah, they had crazy comedies that you couldn't get away with now, and the horror movies, like just the horror movies. I mean.
I want to see Stitches. That's not 80s, but it's a modern.
Did you watch that
movie.
Barbarian? I didn't.
No,
okay.
No, and you know, my friend requested I put. It's a terrible copy. It's not watchable, but he wanted it anyway. So
yeah, I'd like to see it, but I can't watch the bad copies.
I heard it's supposed to be amazing.
Is Justin Long in that movie?
I don't know.
For some reason, I thought he was. Yeah, he's the. I mean, I guess.
I don't even know fully what it's about.
Okay, me neither.
Like,
which is good.
All I know it's about a they call BRBs. BRB.
What's that? Like a home invasion, isn't it?
No, when you rent a house.
Oh,
whatever. One of those gets rented, and there's another tenant in it, and something's in the basement. Okay, that's all I know. It's in the trailer. And I heard it's crazy. Like, there's so many good horror movies out and coming out. Like, I've been watching the shit out of horror movies.
Yeah. I'm not quite like I usually get there around like the 12th of October.
Dude, I start in September.
Yeah,
like,
you're like peeking in.
Yeah, I love it, and like, been going nuts this year.
I just broke this. Isn't
no,
that? Yeah,
really?
like I literally just broke. No, it's cracked. It's a cool figure too. That's the Monstar.
Yeah, I know. The silver.
It's a really cool figure, and I'm bummed.
I busted his joint.
I know. I'm so bummed. I'm gonna complain about it because like that's an expensive figure.
Like what's expensive?
120.
Oh
yeah. I can't have that. Otherwise, I give it a decent review. I like it. It's a cool figure. It's just that like
that's a terrible joint though.
Yeah,
like,
that's
really
terrible.
small.
That is terrible.
Can I see the other part where it broke?
Right there. The foot's right there.
Oh yeah.
And I can't glue that because that's not acceptable. Yeah, that's a bummer. Like I brought it out here to show you, and then boom, broke. And I was like,
"Oh,
what can I do?"
That's a wimpy ass little.
It is a wimpy joint. There's nothing worse than breaking an expensive toy. That sucks, especially when you like. There's
that won't glue.
No,
like,
and even if I glued it, dude, I would always know it's there.
Oh, no.
That sucks. It's a cool figure too, and I gotta give it a bad. Right now, I gotta give it some bad stuff.
I wonder if they could just give you a whole new leg or something.
They will. Like, that's the thing is their customer service is pretty good. They'll send me a whole new joint, and I'll have to take it apart and pull the joint out, and that's fine. I can handle that. I just don't want a broken toy.
No, I agree, especially when it's broke there. That's a wimpy ass
you can't
joint.
Do anything with
break
it.
Again.
Yeah, that's a bummer. And
this is a cool
It
figure.
is such a cool figure, though.
Didn't he transform or
something?
Yeah.
He was like Mumra. It was essentially Silverhawks was essentially Thundercats with
in
like
space.
Yeah, in space. And then the people weren't like half hawks, but they were like robotic cyborg. But I'm a sucker for Silverhawks.
Sweet.
Yeah, it is really cool.
This is cool.
That red is awesome.
Oh.
So you didn't check out any Hasbro PulseCon stuff?
No, you gotta tell me.
Right,
oh God, yeah, I'm terrible. I'm terrible.
It's not that you're terrible. It's just that like I was at the edge of my seat watching. You know, it was a ridiculous production.
What'd we get?
The number. Should I go right number one? The Indiana Jones figures.
Okay,
man.
I did know about that.
Yeah,
I did know. Okay, yeah, I know about those. Those are the 6-inch.
Yeah.
Those look sweet.
I am very excited about like what is it about Indiana Jones? Like, it's not going to be a successful toy line. I mean, how can it last?
Probably because it's a new movie, which I hate to say it's going to be good. I really think it's going to be. It'll be better than 4.
It'll be I mean, how could it not be?
Well, because it's time travel.
Number 4 is?
No,
5?
Number 5, yeah.
What do you mean time travel?
It has time travel in it.
Oh, don't tell me that. I don't even want to know that.
Dude, it's everywhere. I mean, okay, do I know this? No. Unless, but it shows...
But the internet's is talking about it.
It just shows pictures from different times.
Okay.
That,
okay, so it could be... Either way, I do agree it's going to be good. But like,
and James Mangold's a shit.
Yeah, you know what though? I really thought, and I'm gonna get a lot of slack for this. I really thought his Wolverine movie was boring as hell.
Yeah, it was. It was boring, but it was well made, and it looked good. It looked good.
It was so boring.
He wasn't super pretty anymore.
It was so boring. But you're right. But like Indiana
Jones,
it
was the best Wolverine movie.
Yeah.
And you said you like slow burns anyways. You should love it.
I do, but there was something about... Wait, didn't he do the train one too? The Japanese one? Who did that one, number 2? That was the one he did, right?
The train one. What?
The one where he went to Japan, Wolverine?
Maybe he did that.
That's the one I'm thinking of, but he also did...
That's better than the first one, too. It's not great, but...
Man, it was so boring. It looked better, but it was so boring. Anyways, Indiana
Wolverine
Jones...
movies just aren't good.
Yeah.
I don't like any of them,
and
really.
Speaking of that, like, everyone's like, oh, Hugh Jackman's back! And I'm like, dude, he's gonna be back for a funny skit, and that's it.
But that's awesome. I think that's even better. That he's just gonna come back, be funny,
be goofy, do a little stupid...
He'll probably make that movie. And then it'll be out. He'll go out strong, and I like that. And it doesn't...
I've got nothing against Deadpool. Deadpool's what it is, but it's
Deadpool
what it
does
is.
nothing for me.
It
does
it's
nothing.
Just if they're entertaining, but like I don't get excited about it. But it's fine. I'll watch it when it's on TV. Indiana Jones, man. So the figures look great. They're 6-inch. I got to be honest. I'm a 3 3/4 inch junkie. I knew it wasn't going to happen.
Are you never going to veer from that?
No.
Okay.
I'll tell you, because every time I get these like new little Star Wars figures, I get excited about this little figure, and I'm like, oh, this is great. And then I get a 6-inch figure.
Can I see that?
Yeah.
This is sympathized, man.
Dude, they're amazing. And then I get a 6-inch figure, and I do love, I do love the 6-inch Joe figures, but man, all I think is like, I wish these were 3 3/4 inch. Is it a mental thing from like, do I visualize as a kid like opening up a collector case and seeing all these figures in it? Is that what it is? Like, I don't know what it is. There's something about the smaller figure that just,
they're sort of cool.
I don't know, man. But with that said, I just find them more collectible. Like, I feel like I can take a handful of these figures and I can put them and I can just like look at.
Does he come with a helmet that you can?
Yeah, he does. I don't know where. I think I left in the package.
Lord Oberon.
Look at that Boba head. Like, that's amazing. Like the I mean,
this is a sweet figure.
Axe Wolves, dude. It looks just like them, man. These are
crazy. Why is he black though?
What do you mean?
Is this supposed to be black?
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
His outfit is black. But I don't know. There's something about 3 3/4 inch. I knew this line wasn't going to be 3 3/4 inch. But with that said, the Indiana Jones line that they did like in 2011, that 3 3/4 inch toy line, one of my favorite figure lines ever. Like, it started off a little bumpy, but I love that line. But here's the question.
This is a sweet figure.
Yeah, it's great. They improved the articulate. I mean, they're fantastic. They're just incredible.
I even like this version of Boba Fett with like the robe
with the baggy pants.
I sort of like it more.
I like it better,
especially because he's old. That's why they did it.
I like it better too.
They were big and old and couldn't fit in like.
Yeah. But
Lord Oberon.
Yeah, what?
He's Lord Oberon.
Oh yeah, you just got through Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's how current I am on things.
But it's good, you know. I actually like the new show too.
I want to see the new show. It didn't end as bad as everybody said it ended.
You're probably right, but like when you had a show that was like so good.
Were people mad about where it ended up or how it ended up?
I'm not sure. I think everything. I think they were just angry.
I didn't like how they would just go from one place to another in like 5 minutes.
That was my problem.
And then that happened in some crazy places. Like when they went to go take out King's Landing and then ended back in Dragon Glass and it's like, what?
That was my problem with it. I didn't have a problem with the. I don't even remember what happened. That's how long ago it was. Whoever died and whoever became the what's her name?
Jon Snow.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with
to
that
be the
stuff.
Black Palace guy
right.
and save the North, if that even exists anymore. His little brother took the kingdom, killed Daenerys, and
oh yeah, you're fresh in it. Yeah, see, I didn't have a problem with that stuff. I had a problem with how quickly it happened and how it just was so abrupt, and it's like, all right, we did this slow paced very great
and
build
then
up.
just throw 3 seasons in one season. Yeah, that was too much. That was too much.
Yeah,
but it was just Daenerys turned too fast.
I agree. I felt like it was definitely from one thing to another.
I knew it was gonna happen, sort of, but not that bad.
If they would have committed to another season and spaced all that stuff out, I think it would have been fine. Yeah.
Why would they rush it? Would it stop doing well? I mean,
no, I think that maybe it was production costs. Maybe they had to move on. I don't know. Who knows what it was? But back to Indiana Jones.
Yeah, okay, back to Indiana Jones.
I just think that everyone's gonna buy an Indiana Jones figure, and then there's gonna be me and 1,000 nerds who are gonna be excited for Tot and Sella and those. But I want them to go deep. I just don't like.
Do you think they will?
I think their intention will be, but I mean, can't you just imagine going to a Target and seeing a shelf of Salas?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Tote.
Yeah.
Tote's head, his melting head looks awesome, though.
Yeah, and I think Belloc would sell good.
Belloc might, but I don't know. I still think again, the problem is these are marketed towards collectors, and as long as their expectations of numbers that they have to sell are just that, then we're good.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But I mean, I can't have them. I mean, like they're charging like $25 a figure, which is reasonable in this day and age because we got like starting lineups figures that are gonna be $50. Like it's like screw that.
Do you think they'll do different Indiana Joneses?
Yes, every series will have an Indiana Jones.
Okay, because I want like the middle movie's my favorite.
Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom is my favorite when he's like got the ripped off sleeves and stuff.
He's like rocking the chest.
Yeah, and Moron. I love that. Oh, he's sweet.
Yeah, no,
that's my favorite one.
Which Temple of Doom?
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Last Crusade's my favorite. Temple of Doom was the first one I saw.
Yeah,
I saw it in the theater, and that moment where he took the chest out of his
I tell you, it's great.
Yeah.
I didn't like Raiders of the Lost Ark until I saw Temple of Doom.
Ooh, I could see that
because it was boring to me. I was young, and then I saw Temple of Doom. What was it? 1984.
Yeah, it sounds about right. Which was the year?
I was 8 years. Yeah, that was a big year.
That was a big year.
I was 8. And I saw that in a theater.
Dude, it scared me, man.
It scared me, but it thrilled me at the same.
Yeah.
I felt every emotion in a movie you can feel as a kid.
Me too.
Seeing it, I was so excited.
That and Goonies, those were two movies that, and like Back to the Future. Those
what else
like,
was in '84? I mean,
Back
a lot.
To the Future,
Back to the Future,
Gremlins. That was insane. E.T.
I don't know. E.T. was not 84.
I think you're wrong.
No, E.T. was like 82 or 83.
Oh, you might be right. But that whole like.
Empire Strikes Back, E.T., all that stuff. Those were some of the best.
Return of the Jedi was 83. That was, I mean, I remember going to a mall for like a convention of some sort with like, oh man,
80 to like 85.
Everyone loves their decade the best. Yeah. But man, I'm telling you, those early '80s, like no, it everything. Was we had the
nothing like
Tigers won the World Series in '84. Like that was magical.
I still have the news clipping hung up.
Oh, it's so great. It was,
I'm sorry, I gotta like.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm excited about that, and they're also doing the retro series of Indiana Jones. You know those cool vintage. But the thing is. So I have a collection of the original ones, so it's like the new ones are like great, let people have them even though they're expensive, and like I don't really care. I'm not one of those type of people that's like, well, I have them and I paid a lot, so now. But the whole point.
Oh, so they're remaking the old ones?
They are, but they said that they're gonna make a lot of new characters that they never made, and that's what excites me. Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm down. And that's 3 3/4 inch, so I'll get those. But I want this, like I want the detailed 3 3/4 inch.
Yep, I hear you.
It's just not the trend. It's just not happening. I saw some G.I. Joe stuff, and I love it all. But the thing is they're doing these pipelines.
What are the 7-inch G.I. Joe?
6-inch?
Oh no, the other
Ultimates.
Yeah, the 3A or
the Super 7.
The Super 7s. Do you like those?
I like them, but it takes me back to my anger towards like what I said about Transformers. Like I don't want G.I. Joe figures that look like cartoons.
I met someone the other day. He was flipping out over me. Thought they were the sweetest things ever.
They do look good. They do look good. I just don't like. It's just like, don't get me wrong. I've got a set ordered. I'm gonna collect them because I'm a Joe guy. But it's just like when I played, I visualized the cartoon looking like my figures, like not my figures looking like the cartoon. It's just same thing with Transformers. It's just the way that I imagine that the cartoon was done that way because they couldn't do it any other way for that money, and so like I had to take it up a notch. Like I imagine that those silvers were the blues were silvers and stuff. Anyways,
all right.
But so they're doing these pipeline reveals, Hasbro, and it's kind of a cool thing. It's like basically they just say a character that's going to be made.
Yeah.
And then, but the thing is that gets you excited. But then the next step is they show you then a digital sculpt of that.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay. And then they show you the final product. So they don't really reveal anything new. They say, oh, Snow Serpent. Cool. And that's exciting. But, like, you didn't get to see it. So it's just like, the excitement was just from the last reveal step up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, so last time they revealed that we were going to have Shipwreck, and then this time we get to see like the drawing of Shipwreck, and like and like Torpedo. It's like this time we get to see the color of the torpedo, and like this time we get to see Falcon, and Falcon was my guy. Which I'm kind of I'm on the fence about it because I like it, but I feel like I have such an attachment to that character that I want to like it more than I do.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And it looks good. It's just like I have to have it in my hand. But
you might love them.
Huh?
You might end up loving them.
I know, but like the thing
they're too big. I mean, they're like
they are
7 inches. big.
Oh no! I'm talking about the. I've gone back to the 6-inch.
Oh God,
yeah.
Okay.
That's all right.
Yeah,
it's all right. But I've gone back to that. So that's how they're revealing things. Same thing with like Star Wars. It's like, we are going to do these 5 characters from Andor. Okay, cool. And then the next convention or whatever reveal, then they'll show us digital sculpts of those. And then the next one we'll get to see sculpts. So it's like, we don't get to see anything
actual
new.
figure. So what's new from Star Wars then?
They're doing a assortment of Andor, all the characters that you think, which I gotta be honest with you, I like, but like, they're sort of boring. They're boring.
Yeah, they're boring.
It's like white dude with gray hair. It's like, yay.
Yeah, bloated Englishman.
Right.
Bloated English bad guy.
Right. With cool sideburns.
Do you think, with badass. Do you think we'll get a Krennic? Do you think we'll see Krennic in this? Maybe as a promo?
Yeah, I do think we will.
I hope we see Krennic.
I do too.
I loved him.
Who's Mon Mothma's ally? You remember she talked about it at the table? She said that there's someone that she's going to reach out to. Is that Princess Leia?
No, you don't know who it is. Bail Organa.
I was thinking the same thing.
I think it'll be Bail Organa.
I thought so, but they've already would have connected by then, wouldn't they?
Well,
by then they would have already allied.
Yeah, but maybe they are already allied, but
Princess
she just
Leia.
Can't say his name.
That would make Princess Leia, because like, how
when
long
does this take place?
That's what I was going to ask. Is it like a year or two before?
Is this 5 years before? Like,
see, if it's 5 years, then that might change my mind on Princess Leia, because then maybe she'd be like 15.
Which would work in Star Wars. You could do that.
But would you be like, I'm allying? Like, I got a new ally. It's this. I guess with Star Wars,
she really started as a kid.
Because Queen Amidala was 15.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be cool if they. Not a little kid, but if you show she's been like rebelling since childhood.
Okay, well, I mean, we know that she was.
Well, yeah, but an active member of the rebellion since she was like 12.
No,
I think
get what
that's
you're saying.
Sweet. I want that.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Especially, I mean, if they could do it with Anakin.
Yeah,
I mean, it makes sense. Like,
but you know that Bail Organa's already a part of this, right?
No, but I would imagine.
Right.
I mean, I don't have. They didn't consult me about it, but I mean,
how dare they?
Yeah, how dare they? But it's like, of course, Jimmy, he's got to be in it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, definitely.
Wonder if he ever thought he'd be in a Star Wars show when he was in Episode 3.
I think after Episode 3, he was like, probably
the hell with this, talking this blue screen bullshit. I'm out of here, man.
I think Ewan McGregor was like,
they all were, and they got screwed on that too.
I don't know if they got screwed. They just didn't do what they thought they were doing.
That's what I mean. I think they got screwed because they got, I mean, they probably thought they were gonna be more like the originals, and not as far as like how they turned out, but what they get to do. And talking to a screen, that would suck. Yeah, that would be the most miserable experience acting in one of those movies.
It would be so miserable.
Talk to nothing.
It would be terrible.
Ugh.
It would be awful. And like the actors express that, like clearly.
Yeah, they've said it, and it makes you think,
and then you also see the difference, like when you see Hayden Christensen actually acting, you're like, hey, that guy's
a little better. Kind of better
when
talking to another human.
Right. But yeah, then they, what other? I mean, like, to be honest with you, like, that's the thing is like, they announced like, I like the vintage collection. I know that I'm in the minority, but they showed like I liked all the vintage collection reveals.
When you say
like,
the vintage collection,
just the 334 thing.
Yeah, those are sweet.
Right. But everyone collects the Star Wars Black series, and that's what's relevant.
Someone has to be buying the vintage. They keep making them.
That's true.
I mean,
that's true. But like they would show a Bad Batch figure, and like. Actually, they didn't show Cal Kestis this time, but like, did I tell you that my son and I finished Jedi Order? Is that the game? And we got obsessed with it. Is that Fallen Order? Yeah,
I think the newer one is Fallen Order.
Yeah, so like I'm super excited for the next game, which I'm not a gamer. And actually, last night I just finished Uncharted. The newest Uncharted game.
All right.
So like that's like the bond that my son has. He likes gaming, and I like action adventure. So we game together, and like so now it's given me like a new hobby, which I never thought I would do, but I like it. It's fun.
So you're like a Nathan Drake fan now.
Actually, the game we played wasn't with Nathan Drake. It's like, but I do wanna. I don't understand that, but I do like the game. It was fun. It was really cool. It was cool. I don't know what the story is with this one. I mean, I know the story because we won the game, but I don't know what the relationship with Nathan Drake is yet. But we'll play another one.
I want to play the Alien Isolation I heard it's one of the
I
best
would
video
like to
games
too.
ever. Every nerd I know has talked about it and said it's like the best Alien
So
sequel
do you
ever.
play like a character? Did you ever see Prey, by the way? Did we ever get to
No,
it?
I did not. I'll get to it. I know I need to get to it.
How did you not see
I
that?
don't know because I'm done. I'll watch it.
You are.
I'll
I
do
mean,
it tonight. Honestly, I'll watch
it's
it
so
tonight.
good. It's so perfect for what it is.
Yeah, now I can probably watch it in the right language.
Yeah.
You know they made two
Yeah,
versions,
yeah.
and one is actually in what language?
The
dude?
native language.
The native
yeah,
language,
which I think is awesome.
Yeah.
It would probably enhance the movie in one experience.
And
I would watch it that way. But I really liked that movie. I thought it was
like
good.
I have to watch with subtitles anyway. Like
So my
like, I
kids
watch
do
with-
that.
Really?
They watch everything in subtitles, and
I
both
do.
of them do. Is this a generational thing? You really do?
I do. I have to now, especially like Game
Wait, you
of
can't
Thrones.
hear it? Like, well, you can't
Couldn't
understand.
make out what they're saying. Half of it. It's like, oh, one really
Yeah.
long name with an accent, and then like
Right.
I don't. I need it.
No, my
Unless I
kids do. They
crank
watch
the-
everything. And I thought it was because they're like half paying attention to everything. Like I figure they're like using their phone and like looking up.
I need it.
Okay.
I prefer
These damn kids.
Well, you know what I think a lot of it is? We listened to stuff louder when we were kids. We crank shit.
I crank shit
Like-
now though.
Like that. That's all they. I don't like loud. Like I don't even have surround sound anymore.
Well,
you
get
know.
some surround sound.
I know. I
Be
don't.
ashamed of yourself, man.
As soon as I get the basement,
Okay.
reclaim the basement, I will.
All right,
but
all right.
I don't have room for it, right? Like
Yeah,
I don't
that's
have a
the
proper
best.
room for it, but like my oldest guy's moving out. Like by the end of the
Okay.
not the end of the year, but he's moving out in a year.
So you're gonna be able to get your man space.
I get in my man cave. Yo,
That's a big deal.
it's a big deal. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I need loud movies,
It-
and I can go on a fit of rage on the whole like soap opera setting on TVs. If
Oh,
you have
God,
that
yeah,
on,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Turn that shit
Yeah,
off.
where it's like
the worst.
60 frames.
Yeah, I yelled at my
Why?
brother for
What's
that.
the point of it?
It
I don't.
looks. It's for sports,
Yeah,
but like the thing is make that a setting that you can turn on. Like when you buy a new TV,
it should come off.
it's bullshit. Yeah,
But
and it's like I get it. Like
I
like
watched
some people-
Batman. I watched like the 1989 Batman.
It looks like a soap. It's like
It looked like it was literally
Like you
happening.
were there. Like-
yeah, it's
I
like what
hate
the shit?
yeah, I hate it.
Like I can see behind. It's
Oh,
like I felt
yeah,
like it's
yeah.
3D almost.
I hate
but
it.
I hate it.
Yeah.
But I couldn't believe it actually like.
And they make it a
does
pain in the ass to turn off.
Yeah,
Like,
because
I
they
have to, like,
call it
Google,
different
yeah,
things.
yeah.
You gotta look it up, how to turn it up on this TV.
I think I got an anxiety attack when I got my new TV. I was like,
because you didn't know if you could get
yeah,
rid of it.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I was like,
no!
screw this. I'm getting rid of this. I got so angry. But well, you can turn it off, and you should. That's a terrible setting. I don't know what
Yeah.
it's called. It's called like
I forgot. what
something focus. You can look up soap opera setting. If
Yeah.
you do have it on your TV and you just didn't know any better, man, turn it off. It's gonna change your life. It's like I can't stand it. But maybe I'm being a snob. Yeah, we saw some Transformers, but like nothing that I would be like, hey, we saw this Transformer. It was like the same thing. It's like, oh look, here's a new. I did like that. Tarn. Yeah, he's the guy that looks like he's got a Decepticon face.
All right.
He looked cool. And then there's a new Lio convoy, which I like because I like Beast Wars and whatever. What else was there? The starting lineup is going to be a failure, not because their starting lineups, but because they're
That's not even out
$50.
yet.
No,
the
no,
McFarlane starting lineup.
no. That's Kenner had Star Wars starting lineup and Hasbro has it, but they're charging $50 a figure. And they're like, we're gonna give you NFT. I'm like, is NFT a thing anymore? And like,
yeah, it's stupid. I don't.
I
Like,
think
there's
if-
NFT comic books, and it's like a thing. And I watch videos. And I'm like, how
Look,
dumb are you? That's stupid.
that's what it is. Like,
Yeah.
if people out there, I don't insult you for your taste in anything. You like what you like, but NFTs suck. I'm sorry, it's stupid. You get nothing. You're getting nothing.
Yeah, especially like
I don't get
NFT comic books. When you can go buy a real one.
but
Like, why would you want it?
Like
How
that,
do
at least you can read it. But like, what about like NFT? Like, you get to say you have this picture.
I know.
I mean, I can just take that picture. I think NFTs is a bullshit, and I will say that if you are buying into that, you're buying into bullshit.
Well, they have no
That's it.
intrinsic value.
They're not. Yeah.
Except they it's a digital piece of thing that's
they tell you
unique.
that you're an owner of something is all it is. They tell you that you have a piece of this.
You know what?
I don't need anyone telling me. It's
for
like, what's that?
Okay, an NFT. If you wanted a special edition movie,
okay,
like the director's cut of this,
but
and you can only get 10,000 of them, and that's it, and you own that as an NFT.
Right.
That's cool.
That's cool if
An
there's
MP3.
no other way to get it. But like,
that's what I mean.
Yeah,
that's the only way to get it, or an MP3.
That's
how you own music. That would be cool.
But if you're a collector,
stupid like
if you're a collector of an action figure, you like the physical
you
action
want an NFT action figure.
You don't want. I want to hold this. That doesn't fit in. Anyways, so that's gonna be a failure. There was
something into it though. I think it's as goofy
think
as you do. I
think it's the
don't get it.
worst.
I don't get it. But
again, I don't want to insult anyone for their taste of item or collectible, but I just think it's garbage.
You play Fortnite?
I do.
But I mean, that's what I think. If you were born into Fortnite, maybe you'd think different.
But the thing is but like how? Like Fortnite,
I don't know.
You get like you're buying. Okay, it's fun, but you're buying a digital outfit which you can play with.
Yeah.
But like if you're buying and maybe I have NFTs all wrong, but aren't you just basically buying a picture and something that says that you are a true owner
sort
of
of,
that?
but they can be anything. Like I mean, it can be a digital book. It can. I don't know. I don't get it because I don't get it.
I don't either.
I'm not. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I'm a stuff kind of guy.
I'm a stuff guy. Me too. There was one. I'm trying to think of anything else Hasbro Pulse. There was one other thing that was. I'm gonna forget. I didn't care about Power Rangers. I didn't care about the Fortnite figures. I didn't care about the Magic the Gathering. I didn't care about Alden Hill. G.I. Joe, Star Wars, Transformers, Indiana Jones.
Do you think?
Oh, the Marvel Legends stuff was cool, but like they're you can get the long shot in a single card. So now that I bought that box set, that's I can get that now. I like all the X-Men retros. I'm a '90s X-Men guy. I know you're before '90s X-Men, but were you were still into it?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I like '90s X-Men. No, '90s X-Men's sweet. That's where I got out. But that was.
Really?
But like after that.
How many copies of X-Men #1 did you buy? Of all the different covers?
Like 2 of each.
Okay.
I didn't have that many.
But you were in.
Yeah, I was in it. Oh God, I loved that
I'm
series.
a sucker for that. I'm a sucker for Jubilee X-Men, and I can't help it. Like,
me too.
I just can't. That's a good Spider-Man.
This is a good Spider-Man. Do you think there's a chance of us seeing Alden Ehrenreich in Andor?
What?
That there's a chance of us seeing Alden Ehrenreich in Andor.
I don't know who that is.
Han Solo. Did I say his name wrong?
Yeah, no, I don't know. You could be right.
I want to see him again.
I do too. I
think he did good, and he deserves a chance, and he would win now.
Yes. He would be. He's like the new Hayden Christensen. Like people are gonna like when he comes back. People are gonna love him again.
He got screwed.
He did get
came
screwed.
out at a bad time.
It was a bad time.
It was a bad time for that movie.
And it's a good movie. It's a good movie.
Yeah, I agree. But it didn't get a fair chance.
Here's the thing.
That was pretty good. That was a perfect way to wrap up.
I know. But maybe we didn't miss a lot of it.
Yeah. All right, that's good enough. All right, so we were talking about Namor and his wings and how he's got boxer briefs and now I like the Speedo. If I was a wrestler, I would wear a Speedo, boots and streamers, and you said you would wear a singlet.
No, I'd wear the trunks.
Okay.
But yeah, when I was a large middle schooler, I did wear the required uniform, which was the singlet.
Okay.
And it was very embarrassing being a big kid.
What color singlet was it? Was it school?
Green
school
and white.
colors.
Yeah, green and white. West Maple Wildcat.
Singlet, yeah. I've never put on a singlet, but.
Oh yeah, they're weird. They're weird. I mean,
did you win your match?
Yeah, of course I did.
Awesome.
No, I did good. When I was younger, I did good.
I wanted to be on the wrestling team. I think I was so light that I would have had no opponents. So I think I was just talked out of it.
It happened.
But even though I don't know,
I always went last. Because I was the heaviest kid.
Were you really that big?
It was like I was in middle school. I was like 240.
When I knew you in high school, you were pretty shape.
Yeah, that's why. I like girls. I was huge. 240.
Cared about yourself, right?
I was wanted a girlfriend more than
anything. The fact that you did it, you brought yourself from. Being
girls do crazy things to you.
Oh man, that is.
I mean, they really do at that age, and I was
at that age, at any
dumb. I was like, no girls gonna want this.
Right.
So,
I said the same thing, but there wasn't a whole lot I could do. I couldn't force myself to get any bigger. I guess I should have lifted, but you know.
Yeah, but you always hung out with cute girls.
Yeah, I did all right. I don't know why. Maybe it was, I don't know. Anyways, thanks for joining us. Anything else?
No,
That's good.
not really, man.
All right,
Yeah,
until next time.
Nerd out.
That was fun. I'm kind of curious how much of that.
I think we wrapped it up good, even though it was all sideways.
Yeah.